We'll get to why I'm naked in just a second, but we've got more important things to talk about. As you know, World of Warcraft Classic Hardcore has been out now for a few months, and it's been fucking lit. This is easily my favorite version of the game. A version of the game where if you die, you must delete your character forever, or be forced to stare at its useless ghost. Now, before official servers launched with the add-on, I reached my goal of hitting level 60 on a warrior without dying. This was a tough goal I set out for myself, but I can truly say it was a great accomplishment. I felt like a total badass. No appeals, I'll add. So I thought to myself, there are many challenges beyond the 1 to 60 grind, general achievements, and specific class achievements, making the journey much more challenging. We decided to go with the Scavenger achievement, a challenge where I can only use objects and items that I loot or craft myself. This means no vendors. But in Azeroth, I needed to make a name for myself, so I thought, how do I take this challenge and make it even bigger? For that, and quite possibly the hardest achievement, I will not be allowed to wear any armor, only weapons, shields, and bags. And then I said, fuck it, let's go for the trifecta. No two-handed weapons and dual wielding will be off limits. Sword and board all the way, baby.
You're crazy.
First thing I need to do is establish myself in the world. Traveling around with no armor, it's sure to raise some eyebrows, so I will have to explain to my fellow adventurer this self-imposed challenge that I am on. I mean, so what if I'm not wearing any armor? I'm sure if I take things nice and slow, I'll be just fine.
No shot.
I will say, if it wasn't for the amount of people in the world clearing mobs, this challenge, it would be much tougher. And it does make it easy to steal these treasures. Literally one of two ways I can use any loot. I can already tell it's going to be an interesting adventure, and it will not be without its close calls. I mean, if it wasn't for that group right there, that Murloc Riz would have caught up with ya boy.
Bruh.
Am I a Skinner? No, I am just a scavenger. Now it's time to begin our first big challenge, roaming the Brackwell Pumpkin Patch within Elwyn Forest Princess. And don't let the name fool you, she's not your ordinary princess. This boar and her porcine entourage are number 9 on Blizzard's top 10 deadliest mobs in Classic Hardcore so far. And not to be another statistic, but I've already attempted this challenge and I died to Princess, unfortunately. So it's time for revenge. I take my naked self over to the aforementioned pumpkin patch, where we are greeted with a brave warlock attempting to take on Princess. I begin to make my way over to them before I notice, oh god, they're gonna die. Well, nothing I can do about that. What I need to focus on now is building up enough rage to take on Princess, and as I'm doing that, I'm posed with quite a confusing situation. You see, at first, I noticed the paladin and a warrior in a group together, but then, immediately after that, they weren't in a group anymore, and this paladin was about to be pushing daisies. I walk over to the warrior thinking maybe there was some sort of agreement between them. Maybe they didn't want to help each other. Help? I ask. Without waiting for a response, I spring into action, taking out Princess and quickly trying to slow down the entourage. As the paladin kites for his life, I do. So now, not only has this pig taken my life, but 2 of my fellow adventurers. I can't let this stand. It's time for this porcine bitch to get what's coming to her. It's a shame. It's a damn shame.
What a shame the poor groom's bride is all
Killing boys.
I charge in with a thunderclap to give all 3 of those pigs the warrior special.
Yeah.
Well, that's it for the first episode, where we established ourselves in the world of Azeroth, we took on a formidable foe, and you can watch the live adventure on Twitch.
I'm helping. I don't want this guy to die. I'm helping. Come on!